So, I mean, you approached me with this idea of having part of the Nollywood Film Festival that you're organizing with the word.
Yes.
And I remember when I got the message, I'm like, oh my God, yes, because I mean, as a Nigerian child, you know, I grew up in the U.S., but in a Nigerian household, I mean, I've heard about Nollywood since the early days, you know, and of course, I mean, the images I heard are from the early 2000s, 90s, so you know, it was a different Nollywood then, but it was still really exciting to think that this would come here to my space. And so, I mean, I guess first, how did you actually get into the industry, into the Nollywood industry in Nigeria to begin with?
Yeah, I became an actress in Nollywood in 1996. Yes, and I've featured in a lot of home videos. That's what we used to call it before. And I also took part in um, series, soap operas, and music videos. So I wasn't just only in the film industry, but the industry, the entertainment industry in Nigeria, because I was also doing music videos, and I was very close also to the music producers.
And they're very interconnected, the
Yes.
different industries, like between film and then also the music industry as well. And yeah.
No.
So this is, I mean, so once you kind of get your foot in the door, then it's easy to kind of move back and forth between the different ones. Okay.
It's creative industry.
Yeah, this is quite cool. What was it like being an actress at that time in this kind of this industry?
It was awesome. I miss it. I miss my job. I miss it. It's beautiful because it was awesome to see the magnitude that the films were making in the lives of people, not just in Nigeria, but the whole of Africa. And it was amazing to be celebrated the way I was, even though I wasn't in so many movies as well. But the little movies that I did,
they had a really wide audience.
They really had wide audience, and there was a time I also featured in a movie that I had to speak another language.
Which language was it?
Yoruba.
Okay.
You know, and that was being a crossover artist, you know. So, and that movie was a big hit, and sometimes it was crazy because taxis would overcharge me when I wanted to.
Oh, so they recognize you, like the taxi drivers would recognize you.
Yeah, they would recognize me, and they want to make their money off me one day.
Don't play Nigeria.
They'd be like, no, I know you. I see your face. You can pay more money.
You know. But it was just awesome. And growing up, because I basically grew up also in the film industry, and I experienced a lot of my colleagues becoming bigger and bigger, you know, and that really gave somebody like me hope. I knew that the industry had a huge future ahead.
Yeah.
You know,
a huge reach, and also the ability of someone to again to transform themselves, to come from nothing and then become something.
Yes.
You know, especially within Nigerian society, for this rags to riches story is what everyone dreams of.
Exactly. So there's a dream. There's a dream there to behold, and that's where the passion came from.
This is really nice. This is really nice. It's also nice to feel that there's this this give and take between the you who are making the movies and you, like the actress, and those who are behind the scenes, and also the audience.
Exactly.
I think this is actually what has partly what has made Nollywood Nollywood. For those who are listening who don't know so much about the Nigerian film industry, it's important to realize that it's actually quite old. I mean, it's been there since the 1920s. So even before, when Nigeria was still a colony, there was already this burgeoning film industry, this culture, and it it spread to the 1950s until you actually reach independence, and then with the independence in the 60s, this is when the film industry started to explode.
I mean, before the colonial era, Nigeria already had theater aspects.
Yes,
and especially in the Yoruba and all that. The theater was blossoming already. They have the live theater shows going on in the communities, so it has already been there.
Do you think there's a reason for this? What is like theater? Would you say is a big part of culture in general?
It is a big part of culture in general. Before we even go further, I would like to pay homage to to the veterans, all the veterans of the Nigerian entertainment industry.
Yes.
From people like Grace Evaly here to all the big names in the movie industry, to the music world, to the Transinoas and all of them, to the Davido and the Wizkids, all of them.
To Genevieve,
Naji, all of them. They have really worked hard. They have started something from nothing. They have not gone chasing the international community. They have not gone chasing the European community. They built a whole huge industry, a multi-million dollar worth industry from nothing to something by targeting. First of all, they were producing
films for the Nigerian community
and music for the Nigerian community.
Yes.
And with this, they have been able to transform the image of the Afro community, of a black person,
yes,
to be seen in a positive light. I will start from Berlin here, for example, from Germany here, for example. Before the era of Afrobeat music or the Nollywood film, you know this, you know what I'm talking about. From on the dance hall, in the clubs, we have a section for the mixed kids. We have a section for the black kids that they were born here and grew up here, and you have a section for the Africans that came directly from Africa. But there was this division.
yes.
The black kids that were born here and the mixed kids, they were more in tune with the American hip hop and all this, and we from Africa were looked as backwards.
Yes.
But with the era of Nollywood and the music industry, it has changed a lot.
So now there's a switch.
Now everybody wants to learn how to speak pidgin English, broken English.
Yes.
Everybody wants to learn how to speak broken English. The mixed kid and the kids born here want to associate with us. They want to know more about their roots,
especially about the Afrobeats.
About Afrobeats, and they get a lot of information. Now they see, they get to be educated from watching Nollywood movies. What they are not being fed in their educational system here, all they got here was negative value of themselves. But now they can see themselves from the positive perspective. So kudos to all those who have sweated, who have put in the work to bring us into this level.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, again, one of the bigger complaints about the European film industry, and also even still about the Hollywood, the American industry, is the fact that even if they have black characters in front of the screen, behind the scenes, it's still all white. And of course, when you have white individuals who are writing scripts and who are producing it and who are directing it and who are the cinematographers, then
they produce white pictures.
They put it in a negative light.
The stereotypes that they have ingrained in their subconscious about individuals of color will show up on the screen automatically.
Exactly.
I have an example of my own self. And, there was a point one of my scripts, was about to be produced in Germany here, and you get comments like, there are too many black faces in this movie, and it's not, and that's why we want to say thank you to the Black Panthers and all the black movies now that are making the numbers that shows that black people go to the movie, because we are told that there are too many black faces in the movie and black people don't go to the cinema, which has been proven to be false.
Complete lie. Of course. I mean, there's so much money to be made in the black industry, which now it seems like Hollywood and everyone else is now becoming attuned to. So yeah, of course, thank you for, I mean, now we have movies like Black Panther that show the reach and show that the industry can make money.
And Nollywood is the third biggest. If they're not making money, how do they get to that?
No, the third biggest film industry in the world at this point.
And Nollywood is the second highest income revenue for Nigeria after petroleum.
After oil.
Wow.
And again, it's really important when it comes to the media and it comes to changing the personal image. Then of course, to know that this is the largest way that second largest way that Nigeria makes money through creating these films.
Yes.
You know, and of course the films don't just stay in Nigeria; they play across Africa. You know, and this is it's great.
And for us, the media, it makes it easier for us to tell a story, tell a positive story, because you don't have to struggle too much, because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Recently, Beyonce made in a new music feature. She featured six artists from the Afrobeat industry from Nigeria and one from Ghana. If the market is not there, she won't go that way, because the numbers drive everything. Lagos, for example, has more than 20 million people in one city. And the market is one of the best markets. I'm saying this again. Lagos market is one of the best markets in the world, because it's a singular market. It's not too diversified. The people, when they like something, almost everybody likes the same thing. So it's easy to market there.
So if you got Lagos, then you have it, right?
You got Lagos, you got the whole of Africa.
So shout out to Lagos.
Shout out to the Lagosians. Let's get it.
And this one, yeah. But yeah, this is why it's important, because also the thing is that we want to still change the image though of Nollywood and of black movies in Europe, because while Nollywood is big in the African continent and while it's making a lot of money in the black context, when it comes to Europe, I feel like either the knowledge that Nollywood exists is not there, or the stereotypical images of Nollywood from the 1990s.
It's both of it.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
both of it.
Yeah.
And those are the things that I realized. I got to find out, in my research, that there wasn't much being told about Nollywood, and people still had the old idea of what Nollywood is. And
So there's like low budget movies that were overly dramatic and overly emotional and everything. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But the likes of movies from the yellow
Something Yellow Moon from Chimamanda's book.
Chimamanda's book,
Adaptation of Chimamanda's book.
an adaptation, the Yellow
Half
Sun,
of a Yellow Sun.
Half of a Yellow Sun. Those were the movies that opened the door to international recognition.
Okay, this is really interesting.
Yes.
Because I mean, as a writer, she's been very transformative. You know, as a feminist, a Nigerian feminist, and like both Americana really opened the door to perspective.
An issue. Sometimes I don't know if I would say the Western world are very lazy at making their researches also, because there are a lot of materials out there. I wonder if when they say they still look at it from the old perspective. These movies are everywhere on Netflix. They are YouTube. They're everywhere. So
Yeah.
I think the excuses they make sometimes is because maybe they are stuck in where they are.
Yes, that's true.
They
That's
still
true.
got
Especially
their
in
materials
Germany.
everywhere.
You know what I think it is? It's like when you talk to a lot of individuals about African art, they have this image of like the Benin mask that we were just looking at right there, and it's a very stylistic version of recreating the human face. Yeah. And so, when a lot of people think of African art, they think of this overly stylized, in a way, almost cubic way of creating reality. And they have no idea that you look also at some of the clay pots coming out of the Yoruba land from about like over 1,000 years ago, and they're as realistic as Greek sculpture, right? As realistic as Greek sculpture. And when some Europeans first arrived on the African coast, and they found some of these, they thought that other Europeans had come before and created them.
Or they would say aliens.
Yeah. And or something like this. We're gonna have a podcast all about aliens soon. Just wait for it. And I think this is the thing. It's like when people think of Nollywood, they think of this overly stylized image of recreating story. Yeah, almost a cubic way of recreating story. And they don't realize that there are also within that industry and within us as people, there's the dramas in there. The originality. So when you see like Half a Yellow Sun, which is a drama about a family going through the Biafran Civil War, you know, a war that also a lot of Europeans don't even know about. And then also when you see like, there's also this one like Lionheart that's right now on Netflix.
Yes,
You know, exactly, which is also another, it's a drama. And it's this piece about a woman struggling to basically to save her family business. She's smart, she's intelligent, she's trying every trick in the trade, but it's not overly dramatic. It's just sticking with the human story in a really realistic way. And I think this is what's breaking through, is that the fact that African cinema is also realistic, heartfelt cinema, and it's not about over dramatizing the emotions. It's about showing what really is.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. To also, like you said, about the story of Chimamanda, about the family surviving or struggling in a time of war. So sometimes they forget that we're humans. I think, you know, that we've also been through wars and we experience life just the way they do. We breathe the same air. You know, that we also have issues, everyday life, family lives. You know, sometimes I think they don't really know that, and that's why it's part of our aim that the movies that we present in Germany to the international European markets will be movies that will really make them to realize
About this human experience.
about this human experience.
If I may say something, I think also, I think there's an issue with conformity. That the Westerners always want people to conform to their perspective of women. Their experience is different from our experience. You know, let me take a part of my book. One of my book. There's a specific area in my book where the main character in the book saw somebody dying on the street, called the police, helped the person to the hospital. They went to the hospital together, and the next day, she came back to check on that same person if everything is okay with the person. This, in an African community, this is normal. So the gentleman who read the story and said, why does she need to come back to the hospital? She has helped him since life. Why does she need to come back? In their perspective, they have handed this person to the system, which is set up to look after them. But in our own society, you feel a sense of responsibility to come and check on. You feel guilty for not coming to check on that person again if everything is fine with them. So they always want us to conform to their perspective of seeing things. But our experiences are different.
Different, but also human, the same. Like at some point, you have to say humans are humans, you know. And this is what I've gained from, for instance, when I first came to Germany, I did a film project called Voices in Exile, and it was basically we were trying to we connected with some women in some of the refugee camps here in Berlin, and we were teaching documentary filmmaking, so that they could become their own documentary filmmakers. They could record their own lives instead of others coming and recording them and then taking it away. And I remember we hired someone to do the to basically help teach the filmmaking. And originally we started off with the stories of these women, and we wanted to know, okay, what is the biggest story in your life, you know? And the women, they started off by, I think the filmmaker that we hired, she had this idea that the women would talk about the trauma of coming as a refugee, the struggle of traveling as a refugee as the most horrific and most important thing that they were thinking about. But what was surprising is that when we actually asked these women were all from Africa, by the way, well, what do you want to do a small film about? And it had nothing to do with that, you know? They wanted to talk about the children that they had left behind. They wanted to talk about the love stories that they had created while traveling, while on the go, other refugees that they had fallen in love with. And then at some point, because, you know, through the process you get split very often, that they had been separated from these individuals, you know? So their stories, the stories that were most important to them, were still family and love, and not trauma and escape and war. And I think that was also the key to what we're talking about, Half a Yellow Sun and books like this. The wider thing that's happening is, of course, war. and the killing and everything else. But the books and the story brings it down to a very personal level, because what people are most concerned about in the midst of the war is the human drama. Who am I in love with or not in love with? You know, who's with who? To be honest, who's cheating on who? You know, where's my child? It's all of these smaller things, these human things that are the war becomes the background.
That's true.
And I think that that's something important not to lose track of, because you know, even with everything that with Germans and with Europeans overall, when you also break them down, what really matters to them is equally the same. It's the human drama, it's the love, the children, you know, surviving these little moments, having friendships, and that's why I think that's hopefully what then will key into them when they watch a movie coming out of the African diaspora, that they can connect to that, just the most base humans that also connects with their story. You know?
Those are the things that makes Nollywood movies essential.
Mm.
Period. Because the Nigerian story, if you look at the state of Nigeria, politically, economically, it's bad. But the people have managed to live above all of this and still have their life, their human life, and have fun. They're happy.
Yeah, they enjoy it.
They are. You see a Nigerian with with the petrol, they increase the fuel. You will still see people. They will still go out. They will still be joyous. You think they must be mad.
But they're not. They're just they're focusing on what's real,
What's
most important to
real.
them. Yeah.
And that's what makes every Nigerian real. Nigerians are too real. We're too.
Positive driven.
Yeah.
I hope that's
I think Nigerians are kind of go-getters.
Not kind of. They are.
They are go-getters. They set their mind. At least the Nollywood industry and the Afrobeat industry is a testament to what we're talking about, because they actually, when everybody was looking down or even looking at calling this music garbage music and the film garbage film, they stick to it.
They didn't care.
They didn't care.
You're not listening.
No,
you know,
they know they were just focused on their journey, and they got it to where it is. You got it there. So now nobody can write off Nollywood or Afrobeat music.
Of course not.
And still, the superstars of this both industry never go away from their base. Their base is still the most important.
Which is Lagos?
You don't play with the Lagos market.
Not at all.
This is good. Actually, so then now just a question, because again, now that we've given people a taste of what's to come, so let's talk about the actual film festival, right?
Yes.
So when is it happening?
It's happening. We are going to open. The festival is going to be opening on the 28th of August 2019 at the Word, and the screening is officially going to take off on the 29th and run through till the 31st.
Okay. So for anyone who's interested, on the 28th of August, you come here, the Word at
6 p.m.
At 6 p.m. and you can join the opening. Who are we going to have here at the Word?
We are going to be having some celebrities, Nollywood celebrities, gracing the festival, and we are expecting to have stars like Rachel Okonkwo, Charles Inoji, and Annie Idibia.
This is really lovely. So if you want to come meet these individuals in the flesh, right?
Yes.
So
Then you come to the festival.
I want to ask, so these are the actors from the movie that we're going to see?
No.
Okay.
They're
Well,
actually-
one of them is, yeah.
But they're all Nollywood superstars.
They're all Nollywood superstars, and this is a travel festival, so it doesn't necessarily have to travel with actors. It travels with films and actors.
Yeah.
And to add to it, if you're out there and you haven't started getting prepared for this, get prepared, because it's going to be about glamour.
Yes.
There's going to be, Afrobeat Germany is going to be there to do interviews, your pictures. The way you come to the movie, the way you're going to look at the pictures.
Yeah.
So come with all your glamours, all your colors,
Yes.
everything that makes you beautiful. Come with it and get prepared to answer some questions because we're going to be doing a lot of interviews and there's going to be interactions, networking. So
There are going to be
come around.
panel discussions, and we're going to be having happy hour. So yeah.
You want to make you want to make contacts. I know there are a lot of scriptwriters out there, a lot of actors in
That's
the
true. That's
journey
true.
that
We really do want
connections.
the black and brown filmmakers to kind of gravitate.
That's part of the goal from Nollywood Germany, is
Yeah.
to be able to use this film, bring these films from Africa, from Nollywood, so that it can boost and encourage others here.
Because it's not just about Nigeria.
No.
No, it's about, we want to, like, the encouragement of the black film industry overall,
Yes.
but also the brown film industry.
Exactly.
You know, so
Yes.
this is,
Let's awaken it. Let's awaken it in Berlin, here, in Germany. Let's start building, telling our own story.
Yeah.
There's a story to be told about Berlin, black situation in Germany.
So how did you start with this festival?
Yeah, how did you start
With the festival director, Michael Parrish, is my colleague from Nollywood. And he is the founder of, the president of Pan-Africa Film Development. And it's an organization that organizes the Nollywood Travel Film Festival. So this is how we came in contact. He got to know about Nollywood Germany, and we've been talking, we've been in touch, and when he started with the travel festival, it was launched in 2017 in Toronto, along the Toronto International Film Festival. I mean, in that same period, just like they have in France, you have the Nollywood Week in France. It happens usually a week before the Cannes Festival, Cannes, and it's usually a time where Nollywood films are previewed before
possibly then going on to Cannes as well?
Yes, so that's one of the things we want to build also here in Germany, to have a Nollywood opening before the film festival Berlinale. But we have to build the audience. So this is how we came in contact, and we had the maiden edition in Germany last year in Hamburg, and we had the festival for 3 days, and also some film marketers from Nigeria came along, some actors, and
then you decided to move it to Berlin?
To Berlin, because it's a travel festival.
Yeah.
It moves to different cities and countries.
And not to say the response has been huge.
Yes, it's been very,
Yes,
very.
Is this first time in Berlin?
It's the first time in Berlin, yes.
But it is cool.
That's cool.
For us.
I mean, it's also, so then just getting into a few more details about the actual festival itself. So the short films are going to be screening here at the Word, but then there are going to be some full-length feature films also that are screening then at Movimento. Yeah, over the 3 days.
Over the 3 days. So when we finish the screenings and the after hour here at the Ward, then the feature film screening will start at Movimento.
Okay. And do you have anything to say about specific features?
Can I go to it? Religion.
And it's not even on the right time. Look at that. 8 hours.
It's a marriage. Someone is getting married, or
You know, because it's like 20 minutes ahead of schedule.
Somebody's excited. Itchy fingers.
Yeah. I'm just falling asleep.
Pour some cold water.
it's usually total like 1 minute. 3 minutes.
I keep asking.
No, what are you going to do?
I keep asking. Do they need to call anybody that wants to pray? Do they need to inform them that you need to come and pray?
I don't know. I think if it was on the hour, it would make sense, but it's not.
Yeah, so somebody wants to come and pray, should remember himself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the recommendation.
Yeah, so basically, wait. Okay, so basically, yeah, what I would love to know is like, what are some of these features that are going to be then screened?
Oh, we are gonna be screening the ongoing blockbuster movie called The Power of One. That's gonna be the opening film for the Nollywood Travel Film Festival. And this is a movie that's based on true events, on the life of Two-Face Idibia, who is the
Iconic.
king of Afrobeats. And he's celebrating his 20 years as a king, and perfect time for The Power of One to be opening at the Nollywood Travel Film Festival in Movimento.
That's lovely. That's lovely. And also, I heard that he's going to have a concert later.
Yes.
And so, if you get the full tickets,
If you have our festival pass, Nollywood Travel Film Festival pass, you are gonna get a discount for the Two-Face concert taking place on the 1st of September.
okay, this is pretty nice. I think I might have to get a ticket.
You don't want to miss that.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't want to miss that. No, no, no,
Yes,
no.
yes,
no.
You want to hear the African Queen. All the ladies out there. That's the song that, I think this song was written with the African women, the black women in mind.
Yes.
Because the music puts them as the goddess that they are. The music was
You are
poetic.
my African queen.
Girl of my dreams.
Awesome. So yeah, so definitely get your feet out, right? And also for the film festival, you can get the festival pass, or you can also get tickets just for the 1 day.
Yeah,
right?
single
The
screenings.
single screenings. So you can either do that here at the Word for the short film,
Yes.
or you can do that at
Movimento.
Movimento as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is key. Yeah. And basically, I guess going online.
Yes, you can also find the festival pass on Eventbrite, Nollywood Travel Film Festival.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I don't know. I think we need to look into this more. Because I've been looking at some of the posters.
Really?
And the links that you sent me with some of the breakdowns of the movies.
Mhm.
It looks really interesting.
Yes, it is. I need people to watch these movies with me. They're so awesome. When I watch the movies, I'm like, no, the world's got to see this. The world's got to see this.
I would like to encourage people out there, if you're out there, let's get some information about your experience about the Nollywood industry. You can do videos, you can send voice message, you can do articles, you can do, just send us information, send it to Grace Evaly,
Nollywood Germany.
or you can send it to afrobizgermany.com.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can link it to when you hear this podcast.
Exactly.
To the world also.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's see how
Yeah.
people what their thoughts are, right?
Let's know about your experiences. You can even put on some performances. If you know some Nollywood movie that you've seen, put on an act. Let's
Yes.
see. You never know who will see it.
Yeah.
There have a lot of big names coming, producers and actors. They're coming, so you never can tell.
And the thing is, really, we really want to or should make a little Nollywood in Germany.
Yeah.
So that's why we have Nollywood Germany already.
So
And that's why we have Nollywood.
So put on some act.
Yeah.
Send us your videos, your articles. If you're a scriptwriter, do something. Whatever you do, just link it to us and let's see. Talk about this movie. Talk about your experiences about Nollywood industry and about what you expect. Whatever you can tell us about what you expect from this festival. What you expect to see. What's your excitement? What's bubbling inside of you because of this festival? Whatever. Or just do something concerning this whole
That sounds like
festival.
awesome.
So send it around and send it over to us and then
Or even if
we'll
you
push it
just,
out.
or even if you just have questions as
Just
well.
whatever.
Like if you've never heard Nollywood name before, right?
Yes.
And you want to know more about it, you can always send us questions and comments, and we can answer them. In depth about what the industry is, what the name even means, where the big, the big films are that are coming out of this, and again, the real hope is, at least from my end and from the perspective of the word, this location is to kind of create a space where we can have creativity in reference to this. I would love to encourage Black filmmakers to come here and to produce something. You know, I mean, this is like, we've already had one music video that was filmed here. We had actually another film that took place kind of like right outside. So, I mean, we have the space, we have the room to actually film here, or also to, I think what's key is to have maybe meetups for Black.
Streaming.
Yeah.
Look, listen, don't forget, this is a huge industry that can create jobs for us here, that can polish our image. They say, who controls your image controls your survival. Let's control our image. So create jobs for ourselves, so that we can, then that will determine the perspective they have of us before we attend the job interview. Understand me? So all these things we can do to ourselves by telling our stories. So get involved. Don't look at it as this has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you.
It has. And with the amount of talent that we have running around here, we have Black filmmakers, we have Black cinematographers, screenwriters, sound engineers. I mean, it is completely possible to create a production right here, right now, using Black and brown individuals, and to, again, create our own story, control our narrative, right?
And don't forget it, we have the numbers also here. We have enough Black people right now in Berlin, in Germany, as a whole. So don't look at it as who's going to watch the film. Only here, we start from here. It's the charity begins at home. We are here, this is home now, and we have the numbers. And don't forget, I want to still emphasize, be creative. Do a script, do an article, do a small film, and send it to Grace Evaly, Nollywood.
At Nollywood, www.nollywoodgermany.de.
Okay, you can send it also to info@afrobizgermany.com. That's our website, or look us up on Facebook, YouTube, and.
Yeah, we will put all the links on the description, on the footnotes.
Okay, and you can also send it to us at info@theword.berlin. Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay, great. So I think that's a really beautiful place to kind of wrap things up.
Yeah.
I think we've had a really lovely session
Yeah.
here.
So,
Now, but yeah. So now
We can,
and
okay, so yeah.
so we just look forward to what's the next one, right?
Yes.
Like, so when we meet again, more coffee. More coffee.
all right.
Yeah.
And so
And
Brendan,
talk about maybe after the festival.
that would actually be really nice to have a podcast recording, like going over, like, after the festival, how does it feel? Job well done.
All right then, thank you very much.
Okay, signing out.
Yeah.
So you say the same, okay. So you say, okay, thank you for being here.
So thank you guys for all
We
for
will
being.
take a pause because we will edit this out. So take a.
Okay, so thank you all for being here at the Word, and
Thank you for coming, for the conversation we had.
okay.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much for this wonderful time with you. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
You too.
So, don't remove it. Take a few photos
Yeah.
for the quality. So we are done. So if you can take a few photos, then that's it.
And then
You will-
then you're up next.
No,
Are you ready?
Never stop up.
Just pass it like this so that.
No, just if you can.
You guys have a intro.
Okay. If you can stand there and let's two of them like we talk like we talk.
Oh wait,
Don't-
so
don't-
photos as if we're talking
As
about the night.
as we are talking.
Yeah.
And a bit diagonally, you pretending.
Yeah,
like
pretend, but somehow.
Yeah.
So, that's how it's going to be. We are just going to have so much fun at the
You might want to move back though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you take?
Now, did you get all of us?
Yeah. I think that's the better one. But
Okay, so
And one that we just look at the camera, right?
okay, I'm gonna get some waffles.
Can you take
No, take it from this wide angle. Like this.
two of them like we just looking at the camera? Can I do it?
wait, let me just go back to camera.
You press the button, the right button.
Okay, wait 1 second. I have to go.
Okay, right.
Wait a second.
I already took a photo like that. Ashoka? Okay then. Yeah, then I've already taken 2, man.
Okay, you did it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Should I switch this off?
Should you shoot it off?
Yeah, it's okay now.